Hi, welcome to the playlist for Chinese ideas. I lived in China off and on for over 25 years. I speak some Chinese. If you're on the phone, for example, if you're on the phone with me, if you're Chinese, normally people can't tell. So I'm proud of that. Yeah, because Chinese is not an easy language to learn. On the other hand, I was there 25 years, so I better speak pretty good Chinese. I can read some, but they have thousands of characters with all different meanings. And you can't really tell from the character the exact pronunciation, although there are some hints about the design of the character and the different components of the character. But anyway, China is a really, really a huge part when we look at community, when we look at creating a better world. China's now it's second in population to India, but that doesn't mean a lot because China has a much, much stronger influence on the world. And militarily, China's going crazy. I mean, now we don't know what's going to happen with Iran. Right now, this is February 21st, 2026. We expect there to be a conflict. We expect China to participate. Now, after you learn the language and after you live in China for such a long time, you learn the Chinese thinking. You learn how they are controlled, how their information is controlled. There's a lot to know about China, and a lot of it's really important to know if you want to understand the world, if you want to understand how the world will be a better place. One of the key videos that I'm going to make has to do with how to beat China because Americans, a lot of them think, oh, we can beat them. Somehow we can compete or something like that. By the way, pretty much every single Chinese person considers that they want to compete with America. The way America has been presented to the Chinese is that they are something to feel better than, but be afraid that they're better. So there's kind of a superiority and inferiority thing going on at the same time. But there's no doubt about it that people want to, in China, want to compete with Americans in every way possible to prove that they're better. So China's got a lot to prove. But anyway, I'm going to be releasing some videos about that. And I just wanted to introduce you to this playlist that's about China and how does it relate to what are we going to do in America? Are we going to get more weapons? Are we going to compete with them technologically? Are we going to compete with them with weapons? How are we going to handle Taiwan when that comes up? Because it's coming up. And what about the Chinese people? Do we understand them? Do we understand their culture? So it's so important when we look at how we want to manage ourselves as Americans, we've got to take a look at how we feel about China. And so that's why I created the playlist because I think China is a really, really, really important factor when we look at the future of this world and even today. It's a big deal.